Well, while we wait for Armageddon, and that's where I talk about, and that's my way of saying the YouTube way. Let's just say that this chapter was strange. I have no idea what happened, but hey, hope won, and I do not complain about that. The Angry Anime Fan, and this is the Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest chapter 41. First off, we finally see a cover page of Minerva cooking. She was said to be an excellent cook. I guess now we can see it. Elsewhere, Team Luxa's, the Raijin tribe have been all tied up, as suddenly they're confronted by a drunk Cana, who sways heavily and dodges a punch by Grey as she prepares to apparently use fairy glitter. I have no idea how come she has the fairy glitter, but it seems that ever since Mavis granted her that power, she is now the official wielder of it. So, but just then, Lucy manages to stop her by entering her Ares form and trapping her in fluff. Just then she mentions that it's pretty funny also that fact that when Lucy digs in to find something, Juvia just says that she's probably taken advantage of confusion to touch her breast. Would you like to take advantage of the confusion, she says to Grey. She is always the pervert when it comes to Grey. Either way, Lucy finds the cards and reveals that this was the plan she thought before. She thought that she used the glasses to deflect the curse. And so that gave her the idea, if that can deflect the curse, maybe they can trap the people inside the cards. Therefore, they don't have to fight the gang. However, unfortunately, Lucy gets trapped in the card herself, and then, but just as things is hopeless, suddenly Cana awakens and apparently is back to her original self, if she ever were. Things get even more dicey when she asks how the hypnosis were off, as she says that she doesn't even know. She even calls her clothes lame, and apparently also revealed that she is completely naked under these clothes. I mean, there have been some implications that most of Fairy Tail were naked underneath the robes, so I guess it makes sense. But this creates a little funny moment, but also a little bit confusing moment. Apparently all this time before, Cana was not being controlled, she was just being drunk. I know this arc has been pretty confusing and full of despair and also so many weird moments, but come on, drunk? Was that all she was? Was it possible that she was charmed, but the drunkenness actually saved her? I have no idea, but Cana has always been the difficult wildcard. So Lucy can just hug her and says that she's thankful that she's back to normal. Now that when she's back to normal, she can actually save the others. I presume that is what is happening, at least. So, elsewhere, Kyria still fights Luxus, but what is so satisfying is that Luxus actually can still overpower Kyria. And this is also pretty strange. Despite being brainwashed, he is still holding on to the lessons he always learned on his journey. Remember, he was an arrogant man before he became just a little bit more humble. And he's that I'm in the guild because I am weak, but I don't think that's a bad thing either. He considers himself weak despite being obviously one of the strongest people in Fairy Tail, as he does the Roaring Thunder secret art techniques and knocks out Kyria in one hit. As he says, it's fine to be weak in front of your friends, and it's fine to not push yourself too far. Things get very complicated as Kyria passes out. One of the last things she says, although she doesn't appear to pass out, is, I think I've fallen for him. What? Are you telling me she's bisexual? I mean, she treated Erisa in a pretty sexual manner, so I presume she was into girls, but or maybe that is just her way of saying it. I mean, Kyria herself seems to be a very combat sadomasochist. In fact, she says she loves to fight. So my presuming is maybe this is she. So maybe she doesn't really have a preferences, but anyone who can give her the greatest bloodlust or whatever, she falls for that thing. She's a cuckoo lady, that's for sure. But it's pretty satisfying to see that Luxus could defeat Kyria from all her arrogance. That shows that Luxus is no pushover. But it also begs the question that if he is white brainwashed, how they're gonna deal with him. But I don't really know. But it seems that this may at least change Kyria. Maybe just a little bit, who knows. So again, a pretty weird chapter. But hey, it worked for me. Hope is winning. And as long as hope is winning, I won't complain about that. Then again, Luxus is still on the white side, so I'm not really sure what happens. But Cana appears to be herself again, I assume. As message of herself as it can be. But the fact that she was so drunk she was going to use fairy glitter is kind of funny. So yeah, this is just more funny moments and just one awesome moments. But you can give me your thoughts if you have any.